Well, hello everybody. Brian here from Deckard and Company, and today's a little different. Don't have Jen here today. She's out busy in the world. So, sorry that you're just stuck with me. But so today we're going to kind of go over two topics. I know probably not a whole lot of people are going to get on here since this was kind of a short notice, but that's okay because that's why we have video playback. The best thing about doing live video is that ability that it saves onto your Facebook page, and then all of your followers, visitors, peeps, whatever you want to call them, can watch it later. So that's the beauty of video and Facebook. So today's quick topic, like I said, these Tuesdays at 2 that we moved over to Tuesdays from Thursdays. Is just simply the fact that I want to keep them, relatively short, 15, 20 minutes long, and to go over something that you guys want to learn how to do, whether it be on your website, on your social media, if there's some kind of a techie thing that you want to learn how to do, whether it be a gadget or whatnot. That's what it's here for. So today we're going to talk about your blog, your WordPress blog, but it could be any blog that you have and why it's so very important to have that blog. Most people hate to do blogging. I get it, but it's very important, especially in today's world with that Google machine. So today I'm just going to go through a few blogs. Our blog at Deckard and Company, my personal blog, and then we'll also go over a couple of our clients' blogs and why they have them and what's important about them. So, with all of that being said, why don't I transition on over and let's take a look. So this right here is the Deckard and Company website, and on this website, is our blog. Now we also, here's something cool. Here recently, we've come out with the Google has made their own plugin for stories. They're going after the whole Instagram story idea. So that's pretty exciting because that means that the stories that you can create on your WordPress website will go onto a Google search. And that's what Google wants. So that'll be in an upcoming live feed, live video. So that'll be pretty cool because we just made our first story. Pretty darn cool, and looking forward to seeing how that thing goes. So anyway, the Deckard and Company blog, which goes for every blog out there, needs to be written in a way that sounds human. So that's why it's very important, because SEO. Google, that Google machine. And not just Google, Yahoo, Bing, DuckDuckGo. I mean, you name it, all those search engines out there are really striving for that content, the relative content. So that's why a blog is important. So on the Deckard and Company blog, this top section here, you always want to make sure that all of your blogs have a category. And make those categories nice and juicy so that somebody, if they're wanting to dive into, like with our categories, anything that's e-commerce or geo-targeting, multi-channel marketing, social media, live videos, web design, they can click on any one of these and it will narrow their search down. So that's pretty important. But let's go ahead and we're going to click into one of our articles, which is our blog article. Now, the way that I have ours set up is some pretty juicy information up towards the top. Obviously, this right here is our featured image. You always want to make sure that your blog has a featured image that is relative to the content. And that is quite simply because Google likes that. It's all about the content, folks. And over here we have who the article was written by. Hannah is our copywriter. Fantastic. If you need anything written, get in touch with us because she's fantastic. But if you look here on the right, I have built in, and it comes, we use the Elementor page builder for most of our websites. And the going thing now is a table of contents. So that's why on the right-hand side, you see that table of contents. And as we scroll up, as you're reading through the content, notice that table of contents sticks. So that's pretty cool. But that just goes to show you that if somebody wants to skip down to the SEO portion, they can. So there you go. So that's the Deckard and Company blog. Now let's go ahead over to my personal website, which is kind of goes with the Deckard and Company, but this is mainly about Brian, me. I have a blog, and on here, same concept. I do not have categories on here up here at the top where it's filterable, and that's quite simply because this website has been being built for a number of years, and I'm finally to the point where I'm blogging on it now. So I don't have enough blogs to do that. But when we click into it, and eventually it'll have a filterable category. Same concept, sidebar, who the article was written by, table of contents, the all-important share this article, and the actual content itself. Nice and juicy. Gotta love blogs. And now I'm just going to go real quickly through these other, a few of our clients, and why we do blogs for them. So here we are. This is a brand new website that we just put together. It went live earlier this month, and we did their first blog article the other day. And this is what her blog is going to look like. And as we start doing blogs, and the reason we do blogs is because content. We want to make your website bigger. So that's why blogs are important. You want to make sure that that content is well written. It's put together correctly for SEO reasons. And you're giving your visitors some great information, because that's what it's all about. So growing your content while informing or entertaining, whatever your goal is, that's the idea. So we're going to go ahead and click into her blog article. And once again, there's that table of contents. Here's the article itself on the left. But notice on her right-hand column and her sidebar on her right side, we've put in a call to action. And that call to action is for someone to sign up to try their free HIIT cardio workout routine. What a great way to add in a great call to action than to give someone some great juicy information and then giving them a call to action after they read that, and hopefully they get a little energized and sign up and get a free HIIT cardio workout. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. So let's move on to the next one. And this is going to be Bellagina Skincare Studio and Spa. So once again, the whole idea of a blog is to make your website bigger, to give Google more relevant information, more relevant and juicy content. So what better way to do that than a blog? Hope this is kind of hitting it home for you, that a blog is so important. Then we go into the blog article itself, and here's all that juicy information. And basically the concept here is that when someone is looking up, on a search engine, how to protect their skin in the summer, this blog post has that great opportunity to pop into their SERP, which is, their search engine result page, and then they're going to click through, come to this article, they're going to like what they see, and then they're going to venture through the rest of the website to get more information from Bellagina. So there we go. All right. Next one up is Bahama Blue Pools. They're out of Lakewood Ranch, and we do blog posts for them on a regular basis. And once again, that is quite simply because when someone lives in the Lakewood Ranch area and they're looking for a pool guy, a pool service, pool cleaning service, this is going to pop up because they have a lot of juicy content on their website, and it's all because of this blog. So as you can see, plenty of blog articles, and then when you go and click into the blog article, there's that juicy information. And once again, on the right hand side, when somebody lands on this blog post, they have the ability to ask for help, from a simple little contact form. All right, and then one last client here that we'll show you is Healthy Water Systems. If you're looking for clean water, like throughout your entire house, fantastic. Every house we've had, my family, we've used them, and they're fantastic. Once again, we do the blog, giving them excellent content, juicy content for those search engines. And here we go, same idea, table of contents, great information. This one here, we're going into images, showing people why on earth you would need to hire Bill and his team, Healthy Water Systems, to come out and, get you some clean water throughout your house. Like, you take a shower, you're clean. It's crazy how it works. So anyway, so that's blogs, which is pretty cool. And now what I want to talk about for these last few minutes is basically plugin updates. We hit on this all the time, and this is why you hire a webmaster or webmaster services, a company or an agency like ours, to come in and keep these things updated. Why do we keep these things updated? Is because of the hackers. Hackers are out there, and they're freaking turd buckets, and they like to hack your website. Now, a lot of times you would never even know it. But what they've done is they've gone in, set in a redirection code, that when a browser loads a website from a search, it's going to hit that redirection code, and then it's going to take them to some less desirable website. It could be anything from another directory, some kind of the biggest one today is some kind of a drug, drugs, get your drugs for cheaper kind of crap. But it could also take them to a porn site, which isn't good. So anyway, so let's take a look, and I'm going to show you how. It's very simple to do, but like I said, you have to do it, and you have to monitor this almost on a daily basis now. But you have to do it. So we're going to go on over, and I'm going to show you another client's website, and this and this client really wouldn't say they're a client, but they kind of are. This would be Jen's website. So Jen, we're gonna use her website to kind of take us through and update her plugins, because she's not doing it. So here we go. So you go into the back end of your website. Now this is a WordPress website. I would say 99% of our clients now are using WordPress. WordPress is easy to deal with, and even when it breaks, it's easy to fix. So here we go. So we're into the back end of Jen's website, and her website is, let me pull it up here on my end. It's the Rustic Patriot Rentals. So in this back end, what we're looking for, and it tells you, you have updates available. Right there in the top, 5 updates available. Now, when we back up, when we do our plugin updates and even and especially our core file updates, if there was a core file update, there would be a big old warning here saying, hey, WordPress needs an update, and it would tell you. When we do any kind of updates, we always perform a website backup. I suggest that no matter what you do, always perform a website backup before you do this. Most of the time, 99.8% of the time, you're going to be fine. But then there's that small little percentage that and really depends on the host. If you're on a hosting package that you're paying $1 a month for, first of all, you're going to get what you pay for. If that server times out or any kind of a hiccup and your update doesn't go through, guess what goes down? Your website fails. And then you're looking at hiring somebody to fix it. So, but like I said, most of the times you're going to be perfectly fine. And we're going to go through and we're going to update our plugins. Now, there's a couple of different ways you can do this. I'm going to show you, there's actually like 3 different ways you can do it. One is manually, which I'm not going to show you how to do because that'll just confuse the hell out of you. But the first way you could do it is you can come up here and hit updates, or this little, looks like a little refresh thing, and that's what we'll hit. And it's going to bring you to the updates page. And then it's going to show you which plugins need updated. So on this page, you can actually select them all and just hit update plugins. And this, and when, hi Heather. So, and this is, the easy, fast way. Just when you do it this way, be sure to back up your website just in case one of these plugins fail to update and crashes your website. So we're not going to do it this way. We're going to do it the long way first, just to show you. So I'm going to go into the plugins, installed plugins, and then that's going to bring you to all of your plugins that you have on your website. That's basically running your website. Now, the thing with plugins are great. That's why we use WordPress, because you don't have to invent the wheel to do really anything, because more than likely somebody has already designed a plugin to do what you're thinking that you want to do with your website. So that's the great thing about WordPress and its plugins. But you have to keep them updated. So on this page, we're going to go through one at a time, and let me show you just how simple this is to do. So Elementor needs an update. And if you notice this little button here on the side that says update now, that's what we want to do. We're just going to simply click it. And then it's going to go through its updating process. And when it's done, it's going to say, hey, yeah, you're green. Green is good. Just remember, green is good. And it lets you know that you're updated. That is seriously how easy it is to do. Just keep in mind, you have to do it. You just have to do it. If you do not, your website will be hacked. It is not a matter of if, it is when that sucker is going to get hacked. And when you do, you're going to scream and cry going, oh my God. Why is my website being hacked? Because you let it. So once again, keep those plugins updated. Very simple to do. Just always back your website up before you do it. Because if this failed right now, I would have to go in and install that backup so that the website goes back up. Or really what I would end up doing is going into the database and fixing things. So anyway, that could be another story. So that's how easy this is to keep your website updated. So if you have a WordPress website, which more than likely you do since it's the #1 CMS in the world, make sure you're logging into your website. I would say, in the week's time, at least 2 to 3 times a week, just to make sure that your plugins are updated. It really is that simple, guys. It really, honestly, is this simple. We're just going to go through and finish her updates, so that, and I'm going to tell you right now, Yoast, if you are on PHP 7.4, Yoast fails a lot. It's struggling with the 7.4 PHP. So, you want to just make sure you dial it back to about 7.3 is perfect for Yoast right now. And there you go. So now, what's this, Jen? Well, you can't think. Oh boy. Yeah, there you go. So anyway, Jen's making fun. But it's probably because it's her website. Can't wait to get you back on here, Jen. So anyway, sorry you had to deal with me today. Like I said, I wanted to keep this to 15 to 20 minutes, and I hope that this was really beneficial and that you learned a little bit. And like I said, as we go further down the road with the Tuesdays at 2, I want to make sure that I hit on anything that you guys possibly want to learn, because that's what it's all about. It's to make sure that we're all well informed and our websites are working great, our social media outlet, whatever you're using, everything is working as it should and working in conjunction with each other to basically make you successful. And then obviously Deckard and Company is here to help in any way that you can possibly think of. That's what we're here for. So there you go. So here we go. The end of our first Tuesday at 2. Jen will be back after she's done gallivanting the friggin' whatever she's doing. Leaving me alone. That's what she's doing. So yeah. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, you guys are absolutely fantastic. You guys are all fantastic. And looking forward to helping you. So take care, be safe, and do behave.